Do we need an ET encounter manual? In the event of an extraterrestrial ET encounter, what should we do? Meeting a stranger in your backyard is alarming and requires a prompt response. The measured response of humanity would be to learn more about the ET visitor, because the context might be surprising. The experience will definitely bring new insights to the perception of our cosmic neighborhood and our future aspirations for space. Slowly, the groundbreaking realization will sink in. Rather than watch the stars from a distance, something from there came to visit us here. It would be prudent to collect passively as much information as possible about the visitor before engaging with it. We will need to figure out its intent, get a sense of the information it is seeking and decode its gestures or signals. If the visitor is just defunct space trash, like our current spacecraft will be in a billion years, we could learn where it came from by studying it in a laboratory. This is what the Galileo project, led by Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard University, plans to do with the fragments of the first interstellar meteor from 2014 after a dedicated expedition will Atomot to retrieve them from the ocean floor near Papua New Guinea in 2023. But the visitor may possess artificial intelligence, AI, in which case the interpretation task will be best handled by psychologists, linguists, philosophers, codebreakers and AI scientists, who are trained to interpret intelligent signals. The most suitable set of experts will depend on the nature and behavior of the visitor. Traditional bureaucrats or scholars would always argue that we need to establish a large committee ahead of any encounter that will compose a thick ET encounter manual, outlining different scenarios and how to act in each of them. This approach is misguided because such a committee has no empirical basis to ground its expectations. The imagination of the committee members may not capture the true nature of the real ET encounter, because we had no such experience in the past. Any encounter is a dialogue. We need to collect data on the visitor before we can contemplate what to do in response. For this brand new and consequential experience, the committee's compromised consensus may not be the wisest move, since it is often said that a camel is a horse designed by a committee. Speaking about horses, it is important to make sure that we are not dealing with a Trojan horse that masquerades its true intention. It is unlikely that we will encounter biological creatures because the required journey through interstellar space is long, taking millions to billions of years, and hazardous, as a result of the bombardment by energetic particles, dust and high-energy radiation. Instead, we are likely to confront technological equipment with AI, and we better employ our best AI algorithms to interpret it. Paraphrasing the aphorism about committees, a self-driving car is a private chauffeur designed by AI. As Professor Loeb explains, he is not worried about the threat from an ET visitor. Our modern technologies were developed merely over the past century, a tiny fraction of the billions of years by which ET technological civilizations near older stars predated us. They had plenty of time to decimate life on Earth long before we arrived at the scene. Instead, the encounter could be a great learning opportunity for us, through which we can get a glimpse at our technological future. This would be a teaching moment for appreciating how much we need to learn in order to enter the club of interstellar civilizations.